What's up, guys? My video for you is on factorization with substitution. I want to make sure that I share with you that this is probably a good video to watch after we've already seen some of the other ones on factoring monomials or greatest common factor. We're going to be looking for some structures and some things that we can replace. The big idea of this one is to look for, like, within the structure of a difference of squares or a square binomial are substructures that we need to be careful of. For example, 64 times y to the fourth, we can rewrite that as a squared times y squared squared. And then if you just look at how a squared and y squared squared, too many, they cleverly combine to make a y to the second power. Because we're subtracting two things that are squared, that is a difference of squares problem. Look for the difference of squares structure, and also out of this question, choose the options that are the u and the v of the difference of squares. No other ones fit with that one, but we do need to make sure we actually show what the factored expression looks like. So here we have the quantity x minus 3 subtracted by 8 times y squared, multiplied by the quantity x minus 3 plus 8 times y squared. That is the difference of squares structure in action. Here's a new one. We want to factor the expression x plus 4 squared minus 4 times y to the fifth, which is multiplied by the quantity x plus 4, and then last part, y to the 10th. So I'm looking at things that are common in both. I'm also looking at how you can take like that x plus 4 squared and recognize that that is in the front of a trinomial, like a quadratic trinomial. So I'm actually going to use the a times c method, labeling the numbers in front of each of the things. I'm going to use the a times c method to determine how I'm going to break apart that middle minus 4y to the fifth times x plus 4. So 1 times 4 is 4, and if you do negative 2 times negative 2, you get positive 4. But if you do negative 2 plus negative 2, you get the middle number. So that's how we're going to break it apart, as in negative 2 and negative 2. I'm showing all of it rewritten. Sorry, it's kind of running off the page. But the point is that you're breaking apart the middle so that you now have a first group and half of the middle. And we look for what's common in both of them. X plus 4 is common in both of those two terms, if you will. Then we look at the second half, the remaining two, and we think about what's common in both of those. It's negative 2 times y to the fifth. They both have a even, a negative, and an exponent of y to the fifth as part of their terms. Factoring that out, there's actually an x plus 4 minus 2y to the fifth like expression that is common to both of the things that remain. And then after you remove it and you look at what's left, we actually have our second factor group, which is x plus 4 minus 2y to the fifth. That's exactly the same thing that was written before. So squared, definitely a tough section for us to be working on. Give these questions, some of your time and attention. Do your best. You've got this. It will take some time to work through them. And while you may be wrong, every little step helps along the way. Some things to be thinking about when you see a minus sign. There's only two things. That's got to be a difference of squares. Can you spot the thing that's in the front that's squared and the thing that's at the back that's squared, so that you can then use that formula, quantity u plus v times quantity u minus v. Hint, 16 is 4 squared. X to the fourth is really x squared squared. So the 16x to the fourth we can rewrite as the quantity 4x squared, that's squared. And then I glossed over the 49y squared. You should kind of apply it there. But because it's two things that are squared, difference of squares. I'll show you any more of the questions off of this task. You need to go be brave, venture out, and do them on your own. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for doing some math with me. Send me a message if these are really giving you a hard time, because I want to make sure I'm giving you the help that you need. And catch you in the next video. Thanks.